Greetings, everybody. Well, welcome to the newest edition of Double Feature Fridays on the Media Files. Yeah, this time I figured we'd go with a duology of films that pretty much do nothing but kick major ass, amazing soundtracks, one from the 80s, one from just recently. What can I say? They're just amazing movies and an all-time childhood favorite. What am I talking about? Find out next on Double Feature Fridays. Welcome back. So, with this time around, instead of doing video games like we did last week, I figured, hey, let's just do one of my all-time favorite films since I was 5 years old, and I could just talk about this movie for hours on end, which there might be a review probably here in the upcoming future, especially a close-up video. We are talking about none other than the 1986 classic Top Gun. Oh, yeah. Now, this particular version, I waited and waited and waited for them to finally release this film with bonus features. They finally did it. This was way back in like 2004, 2005, I believe, is when this came out. Yeah, 2004, because I remember having the VHS way back in the day, and I think I watched it so much that it almost ripped. I did that for E.T. Oh, yeah. So with that, let's just say this collection is amazing, absolutely loaded with extras. But not only that, the sound, the 5.1 remix sound that they made for this film. Holy crap. If you have a good sound system, crank it up to 11. Oh yeah. I mean, you got two discs, unfortunately no disc art, just plain Jane gray discs, but that's Paramount for you. But with this, you get tons and tons of bonus features. On the first disc, you got commentary by Jerry Bruckheimer, Tony Scott, and naval experts. You even have a vintage gallery, which includes 4 music videos, including Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone, Take My Breath Away, Heaven in Your Eyes, and not only that, you have the amazing music video for the Top Gun anthem. Yeah. You get TV spots, you get surround sounds, it's in widescreen, the only way to watch it, as well as the subtitles. Second disc, this is the meat of the discs. Oh yeah, the meat. Oh yeah. You get Danger Zone, the making of Top Gun, a 6-part documentary. Yeah, that thing's like 2.5 hours long. And thank God they finally got a documentary about this movie, of how they made it. I mean, you watch it and you're like, nobody else can make that type of movie except for Tony Scott. You even have a multi-angle storyboards with optional commentary by director Tony Scott. You even have a vintage gallery, which includes a behind-the-scenes featurette, survival training featurette, Tom Cruise interviews, and as well as production photography. Now, keep in mind, that thing alone shows several photos by Jerry Bruckheimer himself that he took when they were on the aircraft carrier when they made the movie. Oh, yeah. Let's just say, I've upgraded this. I do have it on Blu-ray, the 3D limited edition. I do have that. Sounds even better. Hopefully, maybe one day I'll even get the 4K whenever I get a 4K TV and a 4K player. Yeah, what can you say? So, let's fast forward here to almost 34 years later. Took him long enough, but at least the story was right, and they basically did everything for real. Top Gun Maverick. Thank you, Tom Cruise, for making not only one of the best sequels ever made, but also one of the best films ever made. Yeah. Now, with this film, it continues the Maverick's, career as a Navy fighter pilot, but this time around, he's more of like a test pilot versus not really being in the Navy. But, he still has an ace, or shall I say, an ice in the hole. Yeah. You know who that is, what I mean by ice. Oh, yeah. But I tell you what, though, I mean, this movie, I was so excited for it to come out. Here it is, 2020, getting so excited for it. And then the pandemic happened. Yeah. Stupid pandemic. Had you listened the first time? I will get into that. We'll get into that later. So with that, not only that, unfortunately, you only have about 30 minutes of behind-the-scenes bonus material, but, at least you get something rather than nothing, at least. You get basically of how Top Gun, basically, they did the real-life stunts of how they made the IMAX cameras specifically to fit in the F-18 jet while they were shooting the film. Now that you even get pilot training, as well as trailers, and also the music video "Hold My Hand" by Lady Gaga. Yeah, but not only that though, I mean, this movie was so good. I mean, not only that, the emotional impact that they had on that the story had. I mean, you'll know when you see it, but when you see, one character that shows up 30 years later, it hurts to see what happened. Not only to, the actor, but of what, literally the reason why he is the way he is because of what actually happened to the actor. Yeah, but I mean, overall, I mean, that movie, after 30 years of waiting, now I know what it felt like to be a Star Wars fan from the 1970s and waiting for the prequels to show up. Yeah. So, with that, what can I say? I mean, you got two great, awesome movies about the power of flight, awesome soundtracks, awesome scores, probably Tom Cruise's best role that he'll probably ever play, at least in my opinion. And so with that, we will end this with that and keep it here for more Double Feature Fridays on the Media Files. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.